welcome to another exciting episode of Poly TV Show on your darling TV station, Poly TV Ilaro. For those who have been keeping tab on us on all our social media platforms, and especially on YouTube, we love you so much. Thank you for the likes, the share, and also for turning on your bell notification. And if you've not done that yet, please ensure you do that right away. I am Samuel Olaniyan.
And I am Yoruba, and it's learned to be great delight that we welcome you back to today's episode on Poly TV Show, Poly TV Ilaro. As always, we've got plethora of plenty interesting things to actually talk about. We've got quite a lot, in the bag to surprise you guys with and to come up with. So make sure that you're staying tuned and you do not switch off. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. And now it's this time for that segment of the program on Poly TV Show with the review of major headlines that made waves on Nigerian national dailies. And today we have varieties of newspaper with us. Today we have the Daily Trust newspaper. We also have with us Daily Times and also the Punch newspaper as well as Vanguard.
We also have the Guardian newspaper. We have the Nation newspaper here with us in the studio today. We have First News. We have Daily Independence and, quite a lot of newspaper to talk about today. All
right, so straight we're into the world of the Punch newspaper today. We've got a very bold story on the front page of the Punch, and it's talking about the petrol price hike. Labour demands reversal set to meet as marketers avoid Dangote refinery pricing template as NNPCL emerges sole buyer. For more of that story, you can turn to page 5 of the Punch.
And still on the Punch newspaper on page 42, we see that PDP governors knock Wike, says Fubara, Rivers party leader. PDP governors knock Wike, say Fubara, Rivers party leader. You can read much more on this story on page 42 of the Punch newspaper.
Power generation, it's 5,313 megawatts, first time in 3 years. Wow, that's a very interesting story.
Yes,
Power generation is 5,313 megawatts, first time in 3 years, and that's on page 28 of the Punch.
And on page 16 of the Punch newspaper, we see this headline: Hunger protest, police quiz staff of wanted Britain. Hunger protest, police quiz staff of wanted Britain. You can read much more on this story on page 16 of the Punch newspaper.
And still on the Punch newspaper, Oyo Monarchs Council's vice chair tackles show over Ogbomoso's chief imam. That's on page 18 of the Punch newspaper.
And still on the Punch newspaper, on the Edo governorship poll, on page 16, we see Ighodalo will get over 65% votes, PDP boasts. We see PDP boasting that Ighodalo will get over 65% votes. And
straight to the word of the Guardian newspaper this morning, we have a very bold story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, and that's confusion over new pump price as Dangote petrol set for market. For more of that story, you can turn to page 6 of the Guardian.
And on the Guardian newspaper, right on page 3, we see that court sends whistleblower to Kuje over classified document leak. Court sends whistleblower to Kuje over classified document leak. And you can find the story on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. And
still on the Guardian newspaper, on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper, ahead of 2027 general election, Obi unveils Tanko as coordinator of Obedience Movement. Ahead of 2027 general elections, Obi unveils Tanko as coordinator of Obedience Movement.
And I'm right on page 29 in Really Start News. We see that suspected secessionist bomb Anambra Police Division. Suspected secessionist bomb Anambra Police Division. If you want to read much more on this story, you can find it on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper.
And quickly we move to the world of the Nation newspaper, and still on the aspect on the issue of the NNPC for price hike. Why NNPCL filling stations adjusted prices by experts. Dangote refinery petrol ready for sale at fuel stations. And also it has rider PMS rules out of 650,000 naira BPD plant, and also NNPCL to determine product prices. That's on the front page of the Nation newspaper.
And still on the Nation newspaper and still on the topic of petroleum in the state, we see that Otedola hails Tinubu on commencement of petrol production at Dangote refinery. Otedola hails Tinubu on commencement of petrol production at Dangote refinery. This story starts on the front page and it is continued right on page 4 of the Nation's newspaper.
And on a very interesting note, and also ahead of developmental project being led by the current president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we see the story on the front page of the Nation, and that our reforms will lead to economic growth, says Tinubu. Nigeria, China signed MOUs on power, rail, and construction. And for more of the story, you can grab a copy of the Nation.
And moving straight into First News newspaper, we see that NNPCL full price hike to 897 naira per litre. More burdens on Nigeria and missed ensuring hardship.
And straight to the world of Daily Independent newspaper. Here today we have a very bogus story. Elation as Dangote assures on flooding markets with petrol in 24 hours. Says refinery will show Nigeria's true petrol consumption. Assures no more importation of polypropylene from October. NNPCL to be responsible for controlling petrol pump price, and also Dangote to produce 25 million liters of PMS in September. That's according to MPDPRA. And also refinery historic economic liberation for Nigerians. That's coming from, and that's billionaire Femi Ote. For more of that story, you can grab a copy of the Daily Independent.
And still on the news of the old for saga, we see that despite denial, NNPC stations sell petrol at 897 naira per litre, others 950 naira. Despite denial, NNPC stations sell petrol at 897 naira per litre, others 950 naira.
And on a very sad note from the Daily Independent, gunmen bombed police station, killed one in Anambra. Shetima, Atiku, Barau Obi, others strong Castina for Yaradwa's mother's burial. Shetima, Atiku, Barau Obi, others strong Castina for Yaradwa's mother funeral. For more of that story, you can grab a copy of the Daily Trust newspaper.
And still on the Trust newspaper under the hashtag End Bad Governance protest, we see that court issues arrest warrants against Brighton and others. Court issues arrest warrants against Brighton and others. This story is found on page 11 of the Daily Trust newspaper.
And straight to the world of the Daily Times newspaper today. Food security, NIMET DG, and Nosike canvasses farmers' insurance in Nigeria. Food security, NIMET DG, and Nosike canvasses farmers' insurance in Nigeria. That's on the page 2 of the Daily Times.
And on page 19 of the Daily Times newspaper, we still see a statement from PDP governors. They say, Wike's statement irresponsible and unacceptable. Wike's statement irresponsible and unacceptable, PDP governors say.
And a very exciting story from the world of media. Yes, we have the story that says the Independent Broadcasters Association of Nigeria, that's IBAN, elects John Momo, BOT chairman, and Wire Ramalan as executive committee chair. And that's a very exciting story for media professionals, as we have that man, IBAN, electing John Momo as a BOT chairman, while Ramalan as executive committee chair. That's on the front page of the Daily Times.
And on page 4 of the Daily Times newspaper, we see Matawale charges troops to flush out bandits in Northwest. Matawale charges troops to flush out bandits in Northwest.
And finally, this morning, in the world of First newspaper, we have a story still on the NNPC fuel price hike, and that's to 897 naira per litre. We have the headline that was captured as this saying, more burdens on Nigerians amidst enduring hardship, and that's on the front page of First News.
Peter Obi to Nigerians, they demand transparency from NNPCL on petrol subsidy payment. They demand transparency from NNPCL on petrol subsidy payments.
Yeah, and also a very exciting story from the world of sports on the front page of First newspaper. Galatasaray Instagram skyrockets by 3 million followers. after Osimhen signing. Wow.
Wow, I mean, that's great news.
I think finally that man has a club, for the next 6 months or to himself.
I desperately wanted him for Chelsea.
I think that's a very you wanted him for Chelsea.
I wanted him for Chelsea.
Is that why you're wearing Chelsea?
Yes, definitely to show my support.
But unfortunately, Chelsea was giving him a very, shall I say, laughable offer or something. And he chose Galatasaray. So that's a very exciting one for Galatasaray because their Instagram account has skyrocketed to about 3 million plus after signing Osimhen. Wow.
Wow, that is wonderful. We see right here on the front page, it says, touch one, touch all. PDP governors condemn Wike's irresponsible threat and they declare their total support for Fubara.
And finally, on a very sad note, terrorist kills 34 worshippers in Yobe State. Terrorists kill 34 worshippers in Yobe State. And that will be all on the front page review of major headlines, the midways on the Nigerian National Dailies.
Yes.
When we go on this break, when we come back, to be time for another exciting segment, and that's the student platform of this particular program, PoliTV. If you don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome, you're still on to PoliTV show on your dial-in TV station, PoliTV Laro. And now it's time for that segment of the program, the student platform. And on this platform, on this segment of the program on PoliTV show, this is what we bring to you exciting students who have made us proud, and we'll discuss some of their achievements and also get to inspire you to greatness. And today, we'll be talking about a very cogent aspect of education. That's about quality education, gateway to nation's development. And also, we have a guest in the studio, and I'm talking about this is somebody who has traveled the entire breadth of Nigeria, from the north to the east to the west, and then just represent the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. And she's not just doing it, not just representing us, but doing it in real, flying colors. I'm talking about a student who won the very first public speaking contest of the Architect Olusegun Aluko competition, and also she was overall best student in 2021 at the Federal Polytechnic ND level. And also currently she also won gold at a contest, inter-tertiary institutions contest that was held in Abuja on the SDG, and then also by the United Nations, that's UN, right there in Abuja. She's done a whole lot of, she was the first, the gold medalist also at the Student Union public speaking contest. A whole lot. I cannot just keep, telling you the number of contests she's been to, and then she's done FEI. I'm really proud. She's no other person than Miss Mudupe Oluwa Ayongberu Ayonkemi. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I'm really grateful.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just ask, how does it feel to be a winner? Like, what's the feeling?
To me, let me say I feel natural now, but then I'm just blank. I don't know whether to feel too excited or to feel so careful and all that. This is it's a national competition. It's not a Ilaro competition again. So it's really, I'm really grateful to God.
I think it's something you are used to already, also like not really
yes,
a big
I'm
deal,
used to, but no, this is
It was on a much larger scale.
Exactly, and
Okay.
Abuja for that matter. So it's something that I'm really, really grateful to God for the opportunity.
Oh, okay. So, let's talk about the competition and your participation, obviously. So, when and how did you prepare for it?
Okay, so the competition supposed to start was postponed like twice. So I had a lot of time. Despite the time, there's, Ilaro now, school activities,
Yes.
preparing, and I'm an executive at church, at my fellowship. So I have a lot of things, but yet I found time out of time to prepare for the competition. So like 5 minutes or sometimes 10 minutes out of my daily time to prepare for the competition. That's how I was able
Okay,
to.
and so I want you to really give us an insight into the contest you went for at Abuja. Like, what was it about? Just give us a
Okay,
summary.
so the topic is the roles of students in attaining sustainable development, Goal 4. We have 17 goals, right? Goal 4 is quality education.
Okay.
So it's talking about how quality education can be achieved in tertiary institution, even among the students, what are the roles students need to play in achieving that quality education. And of course, we are the beneficiary of this quality education, so we have some roles to play. it depends on how we put in our efforts in achieving that. You know, quality education is given to us, like Ilaro now, we have quality education. So it's just for you as a student to know how you are going to key into and tune into that quality education. And one of the things is to advocate for quality education for those that doesn't have. And it starts from self-motivation as well. As a student, you're expected to be motivated to do it, even when you are coming from a poor background. That should not deny you from getting quality education. Even when you are facing some challenges, that should not stop you from getting quality education. And also our activities, engaging in educational activities. Of course, in mass communication department, we engage too much in presentations, we engage in class assignments that we always complain of. So if you tune in into these things, definitely you are getting quality education and you'll be above your peers.
Tell us about what's it called, what were those, is it achievement or what you were given? Was it the package and all that? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
The reward, the prizes, the reward,
yes.
Okay, so for the open mic competition, where they had different questions.
Okay, sorry, you went for open mic and what else again?
And essay.
So for the open mic, what was your position?
First.
First, wow. For the essay?
Second.
Wow, that's a very huge, big one for FPI.
Big ups, big ups.
All right, so with you.
Thank you. So for the open mic competition, I was awarded 50,000 naira.
Wow, that's interesting.
So, and for the essay, because the essay is the main thing, we've been preparing for that for like 4 months ago. I was even not expecting that again because there was no feedback till that morning of the competition. That's when I now heard that, okay, you have been qualified, your essay is approved. And when we got there, that's when they announced the winner. And I won 300,000 for that.
Wow, wow, that's interesting.
That's a total of
350,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's big money. That's big money. So, you already mentioned, the cash prizes and monetary gifts. So, aside from all of that, what, does the competition actually mean to you? I mean, obviously, the cash prize is a huge one, but, aside all of the monetary aspect, what does the competition actually mean to you as a student?
To me, it's a big achievement. Like, I've been praying that I don't want to remain a local champion because anytime I say you win this, you need that, where did you win it, Ilaro? Okay, you are not out of your boundaries and all that. So you've not tried to exploit to see whether you are actually good, like other people are saying. And me going to Abuja, FCT Abuja,
the nation's capital.
Yes, and meeting with university students, and I was able to win the competition is a big achievement. My diary is already filled up with that.
And I'm sure that the entire mass comm department, School of Communication, Federal Poly Ilaro, and the old Polytechnic community are proud of you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I was going to ask from you, I want you to give us a short journey because we understand that there's this misconception about being great or being a great person, that greatness is actually, if you're not born great, then you can't be great or something. Like, I understand that you are actually a process of a whole lot of things. You've gone through a whole lot, and I know you are here today. And we have a lot of students out there that are looking like, oh, I really cannot do this, I really cannot do that, and they're feeling so less of themselves. What do you have to say to such students?
So I want to tell them that they should keep open, make your dream big, don't dream small. Like me, people used to think that I started great. No. During my secondary school, any English I'm speaking is always coming with a blunder. So I'm not perfect. So before I can get it right, it was when I got to SS3, that's when my class teachers, my teachers then knew that, oh, this girl, you are brilliant. So it's not that I started big. So you should keep dreaming big. But I had this determination that, no, I want to be the best. Even when I'm being insulted, I want to share this. When I was still in secondary school, when I had crushes there, and I wrote a letter thinking that I've written the biggest letter of the world. And the guy who returned my letter back, correcting all my mistakes.
Wow. Not even addressing
the content of the letter.
No, he wasn't even addressing.
He
was correcting all the English.
It feels bad.
I can still remember. It's like 8 years ago or so, and I can still remember till now because those are the things that make me to know that no, I need to put more effort. I need to buckle up. I need to be there. I need to be where you will see me again and say that no, this person is different and all that. So for everyone aiming to be big, I want you to dream big. Have your determination so strong. things will wave it here and there, but still keep that determination strong and put God at the center. I mean, I'm Jesus kind of girl, so just put God
It's
at the
written all
center.
over you, daughter of Zion.
Yes.
Okay, so when you were selected to represent FBI, like, what was your thought process? Like, what was the immediate thought in your head? Like, your first thought, like, I'm representing FBI. Like, what was, what were you thinking at that moment?
The thought was like, can I do it? This is not Abuja this is not Ilaro where you can just, okay, this lecturer, this kind of lecturer, you can answer this question and all that. This is not your school environment, like going to Abuja. And I know either is by road or by flight, and like all the money they're going to spend, am I not going to waste all these resources? So I had this kind of mind, but I know Philippians chapter 4 verse 13 says I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So that is my watchword. So I hold on to that word and I say, no, I can do it. Even when I got there and I was still afraid, I was forgetting, and I can still do it.
Yes.
That kept me going.
Okay, so you mentioned the mode of transportation. I've actually, So what was the mode of transportation? Was it by flight or by?
Flight.
And was that your first time?
Yes, my first time.
Have you been to Abuja before?
Never.
That's the first
So this was your first time?
Yes.
So how was it like?
Oh God. Things in Abuja is costly. Truth be told.
We have good roads.
Yeah,
and
the
then
good roads,
beautiful buildings and all
industries, and like this is not Lagos, this is not Ilaro. So this is a different. I was like, is this part of Nigeria or outside Nigeria? And going by flights, I was even thinking I'm going to be afraid because when the plane took off and I was like, hey, Jesus, with all the sound and all that. And it's like I'm elevating, I'm not on, like, the whole thing was there, but I'm just keeping calm down, calm down. Don't disgrace yourself in this life so that people will not think that, where did they get this bush girl? And others. So it was fun to me, apart from the achievements, going by flight and all the old things that happened. I don't think I'm going to forget in the next 5 years.
And also, before you go, I was going to ask you just 2 questions. Your biggest motivation and also what you have to say to the student competition committee led by town planner Dr. Ajala. I think he was there with you, right?
Yes.
And also, like, what you have to say to the Federal Poly Ilaro about this such exposure they're giving to you.
I'll say my school should keep going. When there's opportunity like this, we should not stop going. Even whether we win or not, you should give students opportunity to explore because it's an avenue for me. And I want to thank Federal Polytechnic Ilaro for this great opportunity. I will never take it for granted because I've never been to Abuja and I was given this opportunity on this platform. So I will say thank you, Ilaro. Thank you, FPI. You are the best. Great FPI, great. And I want to say to the committee, thank you so much for the grooming. In fact, CP Ajala did a lot of work. Even when I was there and I was really Polytechnic, he did not stop. He was sending me, thank God I hold my phone, he was just sending me message, you can do it. You just give me some idea, you can just add this, chip in this. Even when we got there, it was just like, can you hear that? Can you hear this? Add it to it. The committee, the preparation we put on ground really helped me to be able to stand there. I was not just looking around, even when the questions were changed, because I was preparing for debates, and when I got there, it was just open mic competition, asking questions here and there. But with the preparation we had, preliminaries we had in the school, so I was able to put efforts. I would say kudos to the committee. Really, really tried. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow, I think that was a very, very interesting discussion we've had with
definitely.
our the latest gold medalist.
Gold medalist.
Yeah, I think she has double. She has gold medalist.
She's our Olympian.
She's a gold medalist and
yes.
also a silver medalist.
Yes,
She won gold
yes.
for us at the open mic contest held in Abuja, and also she also won silver at the essay competition. All right, so we want to say it's a very big thank you for coming on the program today. Thank you for coming around. I want to say that you are really a big inspiration to many students out there, and then you've heard what she said. She talked about going big for yourself and also believing in yourself, dreaming big.
Don't dream small.
Don't let your background put your back on the ground.
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes,
She came from a very humble background, and now here she is again, making us proud, making our family proud, and then making the old Federal Polytechnic. I've always said that FPI is the best Polytechnic you have in West Africa.
In West Africa. In West Africa, definitely.
All right, so we go on this show before we come back. We have some clips to show you. It's a student FYB Week 2024.
Yes.
And we had some exciting clips that we took out there. When we come back, we'll give you some of that. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Good day, everyone. Today is day 2 of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro FYB week, which is tagged the Back to School Day. And as you can see behind me, the assembly is in full swing. Final year students of the Mass Communication Department in the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro are happily participating. So we're going to be going out there to talk to a couple of them, see what they feel about it, what are their opinions concerning this wonderful day that is happening. Come along with me. But that was fine. Oju ni kon trust in them. And logo dudu. Hi, good day. Can we please meet you?
Hello, my name is Jessica Omomele.
It's nice to meet you. Obviously, we can see that you're in a joyous mood. You are happy. So, what is your opinion? What's your view concerning what is going on back there?
Well, I mean, it's a really, really, really nice thing to happen because after the entire stress we faced, this is like, the final enjoyment you can actually have in, school right now. I'm actually very happy about it.
Okay, so, to just wrap up this little tete, what is something that you want to tell people concerning final? Like, oh my God, we're in finals already. Like, this is final. So, what's something you want to let people that are coming up, that's something that you want to let them know?
It's actually not going to be easy. Honestly, it's not going to be easy, but you just have to be consistent and you just have to be persevere. Like, just trample through. Just trample through. That's it.
All right, thank you so much. You can go back to enjoy your time. Thank you so much. And with me is another student of Mass Communication, final year. So, hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Moses.
So, behind us, the assembly is in full swing. How do you feel about that?
Well, it brings back a lot of memories during secondary school days, and it's just overwhelming to be here again, to experience that memory. So I really feel good.
Okay, so you mentioned the way that it brings back memories from when you were in school. So, what's one fond memory of yourself that you have back in school?
Well, I used to be the assistant head boy of my school then. So, but we had a couple of issues and we tried to speak to our principal about it and vice principal. We had a meeting actually, and during our set, the new anthem for our secondary school was introduced. So it was really a great, our year actually was a great set for our secondary school.
All right, that means your set was not part of people that don't say this is the worst set ever.
Our set was the best. Our set was the best.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. You could go ahead and join them back. Thank you so much. Good day. Good afternoon, please. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Ajaya Kitunje Kudus from
Okay.
Mass Department, A22.
We can see the assembly going behind the info. So how do you feel about that?
I'm very happy. I'm glad I'm here.
You're glad you're here. And this is finals week, like final. After this, we're going. So, what is something that you've learned throughout your years, throughout your stay in Federal Polytechnic Ilaro?
I believe I can do it. That is just all I learned from FPI. If you think it's hard, try it. It's not. Not at all.
So, this obviously brings back memories from when we were in secondary school. So, what is one of your fondest memories? Like something that you think back and you're like, this actually happened, and then you smile about it. That happened to you in secondary school.
Probably the way I used to dress in secondary school, my eyeglasses. I love that so much.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your time. You can go ahead and join them back with the assembly. Thank you so much. Welcome back. It is still Poly TV show on Poly TV Ilaro, and as part of the clips that we watched, it was the back to school for the final year students of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, and you can see the amazing joy and expressions on the students' faces. Everybody looks so beautiful. They looked so handsome. They looked so dashing in their uniforms. It was so exciting.
And I think I saw a lady that came to came for the program. With her former school wear, like she was wearing exactly the new one. Like she actually went back to get it. Wow, and this says it's from Egba for Air Force School or something like that. Very exciting.
The dedication.
Seriously.
Can you still fit in your secondary school uniform?
I don't even have it again. I don't even have it again at all.
I do have mine. I'm not sure the skirts will fit me.
It can never.
I can still wear the shirt, but the skirts.
The skirts. Why?
And with that, we'll be saying goodbye on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us on all the segments. We had the newspaper front page review. We had the student platform where we had a very, very important, the star girl of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, our gold medalist in person of Anyogbenro Mutukwe Oluwa Anyokemi. It was such an exciting discussion that we had with her. It was, enlightening, eye-opening. And then we also had the, the little segment where we showed you guys the various back-to-school activities that the student of Polytechnic Ilaro had on. And with that, we'll be saying goodbye till next time on the show. I remain Moyoluwa Enitilo.
And I am Samuel Olanio. Don't forget, don't let your background put your back on the ground. Keep striving and keep being the best. We love you. Bye for now.